What are we spending money on? Is it the same as what the NFLPA?
Well, it better not be.
Age, can't have it.
Did we have any idea all of this was going on behind the scenes? Like, did anyone know the magnitude of all of this? Like, everything happening?
So in my head, this is straight out of let's take advantage of dumb professional athletes.
Handbook. I mean, but we can't. First off, like, we can't be turning in strip club receipts as business expenses.
Transportation. How'd he get there?
Hey, whoa.
How'd he get there? You think I'm alone in here? Yeah, right. There's another NFLPA exec in here too. Did we talk about the NFLPA in here? Absolutely. We're bettering the NFLPA. This is a meeting, is it not? Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. Expense it. Charge the dumbass players. Now, I could see how somebody would want to do that, especially whenever you just have an actual war chest of money. That is what they call it. We got to build up the war chest for whenever the CBA negotiations happen, because these deals aren't negotiating themselves. They up the fees. We need more money to get the war chest because these deals aren't negotiating themselves. When you guys get fined, you need somebody to combat it. We want to hire the best lawyers. You know how we hire the best lawyers? Well, we got to pay them a high per hour rate. How do we get a higher per hour rate? Well, we need more money from you guys. We go from $20,000 from each of you guys, $22,000. $22,000, you guys. That ain't nothing to worry about it. Where's all this money going? For you. That's where this money's going. Don't you worry about it. Everybody before you has joined it, and look at what the union has done for you in the past. Roll a video. Bang. There was rats running around in the locker room. Oh. There was E. coli in the water bottles.
Jeez.
And then your union changed the entire NFL and got you guys contracts. Yeah. Veteran men's and rookie men's and yada yada. That's because of us. And I'm like, motherfucker, you weren't even alive when that happened. You were handing the baton of this entire thing. And all I've ever seen you do is try to let the world know that you are the head of the NFLPA. Now, DeMaurice Smith had a very difficult job. Very difficult job, DeMaurice Smith, being head of the NFLPA. I heard his first speech. When were you drafted?
Same. 09.
Rookie Symposium, a week after we were drafted. In Jacksonville, I think?
The Cali?
No, I think it was Jacksonville.
It was San Diego when I went.
I think it was Jacksonville when we won. I think it alternates. I think it was Florida. I'm almost pretty sure. I saw a gator. We were doing a conditioning test thing. I think it was in Florida. He gave a speech, though. This is the first time I'm hearing any union person speak.
Palm Beach Gardens.
Which
Florida.
Is Florida. Okay, where's that at?
Palm Beach, like
South Florida.
You know where Palm Beach is. Yeah, you know. A lot of stuff happened down there.
Yeah, didn't you have a house in West Hollywood, AJ?
AJ? West Hollywood?
Not about a house in Florida, actually. No, never have.
Anyways, I went down there. This guy gave a full speech about war. We're going to war with the NFL and yada, yada, yada. We need this, and gave a bunch of quotes and all this shit. And I'm like, man, I didn't know that's how, like, the best business was done. It's just like, I'm going to punch somebody in the face. And it's like, well, I guess they feel that way as well. Inevitably, lockout happens. They beat us in a negotiation. Jeff Saturday allegedly has to come in, get the deal done. Well, how'd the deal go? Well, it just got done. You know, owners win yet again. They're going to be in the cities long after the players are. They're going to be billionaires long after these players go broke. They have all the leverage, we lose. It's like, shouldn't we try to just, like, do business with these people? Shouldn't we try to, like, you know.
We need each other. Yeah. Absolutely.
And there has to be other avenues to create money other than just your negotiations with the NFL. Well, we have licensing agreements with Fanatics. Oh, how much do the players make? Oh, 30 cents a T-shirt. Oh, great deal. Yeah. That's a fucking great deal. Way to really negotiate that entire thing. Hey, I need your help. I'm getting drug tested the max amount of times every single month for 27 straight months because I think this guy hates me because he thinks I'm lying. Yes, I'm hunting for Bigfoot in Georgia. Yes, I'm hunting for gators in Florida. Yes, I'm hunting for ghosts in Louisiana. I'm tired of this guy testing me everywhere I go. He thinks I'm hiding, but I'm here every single time. Can you guys help me? We'll call you back. 2 years later, I get a call back. You good, bro? No. I just took 230 tests in 27 months. Feels like I was getting targeted a bit, but I want to let you know, I piss clean every single time, and I don't need your help anymore. I have a bad relationship with the NFLPA. Always have. And when they hired this Lloyd Howe guy, I think to myself, this guy's in the middle of a fraud case right now. His previous company was in the middle of the biggest, I think, payout in the history of something, 350-some million. He was the finance guy for this thing that was happening. They're like, yeah, but we like that. We liked that he was doing that. So it was like, I think the signs were there. You know, I think the signs were there that this potentially was not going to work out well. But is it ever going to work out well? That's kind of my question in the entirety. Because immediate response is, we need this guy that's been in here for 30 years. It's like, I don't think so. I think you need somebody that is never. Yeah. The guy to do it, and it was mentioned this morning, there's one dude for this job. Perfect dude for this job. And I don't think, now granted, this is me like lobbying for him, I guess. I'm sure there's other good people out there. But this guy, he's dealt with crisis management before. That was his actual job. He was a former player actual job at one point, long career. And then he ran a team, was a president of a team. Jay Wright is the right guy for this job, I think, for the NFLPA. Crisis management, ran a team, had to create businesses, had to do his thing. And he was a player at the same time. It's like, feels like he's the right guy for the gig, but I have no idea how much you pay at that job. If I look at DeMaurice Smith, he had 6 different suits at one Super Bowl day that I saw him at. I couldn't even imagine what the next day was and how the whole thing goes. But it's a wild situation with the NFLPA age. Legit, it's a wild situation.
Well, J.C. Treader, too. J.C. Treader resigning. So I played with J.C. for a year in Green Bay. And then the fact that he has to resign because of all of this, I guess I didn't know how I don't know, confusing and how unorganized and how messed up the whole PA was until all this stuff was
You didn't know that?
I knew the PA was not. I was not a gigantic fan of the PA ever. I never said it was like smoothly run or hey everything's going well. I just didn't know it was this. Like I didn't know it was this much in disarray. I guess.
When did they decide to delay the player performance bonuses? I forget what year that was. We're going to delay these bonuses
to build the war chest, right?
Yeah, we're going to save these, and we're going to delay. We're going to pay you in 2 years or whatever. I was like, "Where's my money? Yeah. That's a lot of money. Where?
Who's making the interest on that? Who gets that interest?
Who's using this? Who's? Yeah. Oh, we're just keeping it away for you for a later day. It's like, well, I fucking want it today.
Yeah, I need it.
How about that? I'm about to go buy a Dairy Queen. I'm about to go buy a franchise. A Dairy Queen franchise.
Go to Montreal,
and that's what I'm gonna do. So it's just, I never saw the business the same way they did. Let alone them having their meetings in Hawaii. Remember that? Oh, yeah, we're going in 4 seasons. We're at Oahu. For what? NFLPA meetings, 2 weeks. Who's paying for that? We're making the players better.
That's not silly.
It's like, all right. I can't. I just couldn't. I just, all of it. I'm sure there's good people in there. I'm sure there's good people in there. And somebody within the NFLPA had to point that this shit was happening. So that gives me hope that at least there's some people in there. But man, I think a new vision would be a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough job. So
and Tootsie's, by the way.
First of all,
you get it.
It's a great restaurant.
Good food.
Good food. Overnight food.
So,
You're making like $4 or $5, $6 million. You don't need to turn in a $700 receipt for a car ride, though. We know that.
They were there
It's
all
not
night.
a car ride.
Well, you think his family wanted to see
2
those
VIP
receipts?
rooms.
Absolutely not.
2 VIP rooms for the
8 hours.
Those were meeting rooms.
extra creme brulee.
Disarray is a bit of an understatement. AJ said he wasn't the biggest fan of the NFLPA throughout his career, but he was surprised about how ridiculous this all is. I think that's probably an accurate way to depict it. How do you feel, Jage?
Yeah, I mean, I have a similar thought. I mean, the PA is an extremely difficult job because you're trying to get the entire National Football League on the same page, fighting towards the same cause. And you have to remember the hardest part of it all is that it's 3.3 years or less. That's the average NFL career. So most of these guys are in the league for 3 years or less. They do not care about long-term goals of the PA. They don't care about long-term objectives. We want to play and we want to get paid. And that's how I was as a rookie. I came in during the lockout and they kept talking about all the big picture things and everything. And I was like, guys, I don't care. I just want to play. My pay, Trent Williams got drafted in the same slot the year before me. Got a lot more money than I did. I didn't care. I was like, put me on the field and let me play. As I went in my career and as I saw how this business works, I started to understand, there is a whole lot you should be fighting for here. And there's a whole lot that we could do if we all banded together and decided to use our leverage. But I understand why we don't, because like I said, I was in that spot. So the number one objective of whoever's going to lead this thing next, which is a near impossible objective, is to get every single player on the same page, understand that you're fighting for percentages of multi-billions and billions of dollars, not for little practice things, not for these little things in the off season and the OTA days. You need to get everybody on the same page and stand together to fight for one massive goal. But it's extremely hard to do because guys just want to be on the field and getting the paychecks, brother.
Team on me. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what we need, Jage. That's what we need.
1696.
Are you going to lead it? And plus also the bubble probably. Mm-hmm. Are you going to lead it?
Should.
No. Because I said, I literally don't know if somebody can do it because you're fighting against guys' dreams. You're fighting against everything they've worked their whole life for. So you got all these rookies and all these first and second year guys that have dreamt about this moment, and you're trying to get them to stop it. You're trying to get them to say, no, I don't need to play right now. This is a bigger thing. And it's really, really hard to do. You've been to those meetings. You schedule a meeting for Wednesday after practice at the end of a long day, and it's 4 or 5 p.m., and you've been working your ass off. Everybody's bolting out of the building. They're not sitting there listening to the PA guy talk about the 401k plan. Everybody wants gone.
Yeah, I actually didn't sign up for the NFLPA the last 2 years of my career because I didn't want to sit in those meetings. Because I felt obligated to say something. Everybody's tired. I'm a punter. I don't need to be the one holding up this entire meeting. Everything you said is bullshit. Do you have any questions? I don't. I hate that I'm here. And then I stopped going. So I stopped signing up for it. And I missed out on a Madden check or two. But at the end of the day, I feel like I wanted to be a part of it because it can be special. You talk about how much leverage they have. Think about all the businesses, and I put this in my very long tweet post about it. Think about how many businesses want to do business with the NFL. It's like the Players Association should be operating as an agency for players getting more money. Money, protection, opportunities. That is all we're looking for here for the players. Money, protection, and opportunities. You should be able to act and get deals done, and you should be able to. I don't know. Jason Wright's the right guy for it.